After 34 years, the Century High School Activities Director has announced his retirement. KIMT News 3's Emma Esteb caught up with him to reminisce on his career.
Mark Queasley began his career in Rochester at John Marshall High School as the athletics director, where he also coached football, wrestling, and track. Then in 1997, he applied to work at Century.
I've been the activities director since we put the shovel in the ground in this building.
Queasley helped pick the school's logo, fight song, facilities, and colors.
In education, you don't always get the opportunity to build something from the ground up, and to have that opportunity here at Century has been absolutely awesome.
He works with more than 1,000 kids a year. Mark tells me a few things he is most proud of accomplishing.
A passion I've always had is our adapted programs. We've had an adapted hockey program for many years, and over the last 9 or 10 years we've added the softball and the soccer, and so now those students have an opportunity to be multi-sport athletes like everybody else.
During his time, Mark has added programs such as alpine ski, the one-act play, lacrosse, competitive dance, girls wrestling, and girls hockey. Staff says they were shocked at the news of his retirement and say he will be greatly missed.
I've done so much for others, and I love my servant leadership piece, but I also just am excited to just do what I want to do versus what everybody else expects me to do.
From juggling emails to sorting out hundreds of matches, games, or activities, he says there are a lot of things he will miss.
I am going to miss that face-to-face interaction. I love working for this building and doing what's right for these kids and coaches and advisors.
This year, Queasley was the Minnesota Activities Administrators Merit Award winner. His last day is on June 30th. And it was a perfect day for some high school softball. The Century Panthers hosted the Kasson-Mantorville Comets. The Comets are in white. The Panthers are in the pinstripes tonight. KM's Alex Hyatt with the bunt. The ball is dropped, and she gets on base. Panthers lead-off batter Morgan Erickson drills that one to right field for a single, and Century's Olivia Wharton is up next. She's got runners on. She places that one perfectly, bringing in 2 runs. The Panthers win big, beating the Comets 11-2. And in high school baseball, the Chatfield Gophers got a convincing win over Fillmore Central Lanesboro with a 10-0 victory. The Winona Cotta Ramblers knocked off the St. Charles Saints 5-2. Iowa high school boys tennis teams hit the court today in the district tournament. The Mason City Riverhawks hosted one of the sections. There were 6 teams competing at Mason City, including Ankeny Centennial, Cedar Falls, Dallas Center Grimes, Fort Dodge, and Waterloo West. Competition kicked off this morning, and 2 Riverhawks doubles teams qualified for the state tournament. Reed Kruger and Justin Yaramati won districts. Sander Tompkins and Seth Vandenberg were the runner-ups. Team duels are on Saturday. Switching to the ice in the Professional Women's Hockey League, Team Minnesota faced off tonight in the first round of the playoffs. Minnesota took on the 1-seed Toronto in Game 1. Toronto got on the board first and did not look back. Finding the back of the net again in the second period, Toronto shut out Minnesota 4-0 tonight. It's a best-of-5 series. Game 2 is on Friday night at 6. In the WNBA, the Minnesota Lynx wrapped up preseason play today against the Washington Mystics. The Lynx beat the Mystics 83-77. Minnesota's Nafisa Collier led the team in points with 15 and in rebounds with 7. The team is undefeated so far, winning both preseason matchups.
We have a really coachable group who all is working towards the same goal. Courtney said this before, but we don't have a lot of egos. So everyone's working towards the same thing where we're just trying to win. And so we're going to do what the team needs in order for us to win. So it's been really seamless.
The Lynx start the regular season on the road on Tuesday night against the Seattle Storm.